Hey peeps, it's ScouseMouse here, back with my blind playthrough of Final Fantasy XII. Let's go. After the rage of last time, and we finally defeated the horrible Esper boss in that Zetinan caves, I think it's time to crack on with a bit of good old-fashioned main story stuff. And then I think I'll do main story stuff today, and then I might go and next time I think I'll go and take down the Bomb King. I have recently bought some, I think I did it off camera actually. I got some, like the new armor for, the new light armor that was on sale in that shop just down there on the beach. And it halves fire damage, which is pretty handy when Bomb King's a fiery kind of guy. It halves fire damage, and I think the two people who wear light armor are Balthea and Penelo. So when I go and fight Bomb King, I think I'm going to use those, and then they'll be kind of like, you know, they're going to be taking half damage. I mean, that's going to make a pretty big difference. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't actually struggling with him because he was going to kill me. Like, he wasn't kind of, you know, he wasn't much of a threat to me. He was just not dying himself. So, I don't know, like, the 50% less damage will still be nice, but the thing that really needs to change is I need to do more damage faster. But I guess I kind of, if I use my quickenings more efficiently and I use my espers more efficiently, and what are you? Okay, it's just the scenery. And I'm just like, I'm leveled up a bit more now, so I should be stronger. I'm sure we can take him down easy. And he had like a whole path behind him, so it's kind of, there's more to it than just like killing that guy and then it's a dead end. Like there's something behind him. So I assume it's like a whole optional area lurking behind him. I know there is a ton of like optional stuff in this game, so you know, it's not a surprise if there's whole areas that aren't like, that you don't even have to go to. I don't know where I'm going, by the way. I mean, it says head straight northeast, and right now I'm going, right now I am going northeast. Good, handy, that's handy. Straight northeast to Arcades. I only wish it wasn't so far. Well, I might as well. I'm not going to save. We only saved it like, well, we only started like 2 minutes ago. I mean, obviously now I've said that, I'm going to die probably. Where do you go, Wayfarer? To the east lie Cheetah Uplands. To the north, across the plains, lies the seat of the Empire, Arcades. Myself, I shall go east to the port town of Balfenheim. I've heard it's a place where men and women value freedom above all else. Fair enough. I'm heading for Arcades. For now. Cheetah Uplands. No idea if I'm pronouncing that right, but whatever. Okay, so I guess we're just heading through these parts. So we'll kind of unlock it, I'm sure. Where's the guy? There's usually a Moogle nearby, like nearby to new areas. There's usually a Moogle who'll sell you a map, but there hasn't been one around here. These are like old school enemies, these are. I mean, I'm not complaining, but these are like the enemies that we fought way earlier in the game, which explains why I'm absolutely like annihilating them. You know, I fought these guys loads of times, like ages ago, and they were easy. You know, they were pretty easy a few hours ago, so. Okay, this one was putting up a bit more of a fight. He wasn't dying so quickly. Do you know what? I want to be able to move a little bit faster, but 4x is a bit too fast. It kind of 4x makes it hard to kind of like take in the scenery and stuff. It's too fast. It's too fast to kind of, if you're in a new area and you want to look around and stuff, it's too fast. You know, it's fine for when you're like backtracking and you just kind of, you just want to get from A to B and you've already seen it all before and the enemies are easy and whatever. But when I'm in a new area, I don't want to be missing... You know, I don't want to be missing NPCs or missing chests or missing, you know, entrances to caves or whatever because I'm going too fast. And 2x is plenty fast enough. Finding the little crappy bits of gil everywhere. Give me some more proper gil. I mean, I am doing pretty good for gil now. Once you, I've noticed as I'm getting further into it, I'm getting nicer loot from the enemies. And so if you do a bit of, you know, you kill this dragon. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing a bit of, yeah. If you kind of go on a little run of killing a bunch of enemies now at this stage, it doesn't take long to stack up a nice pile of loot that sells for quite a lot of money. Oi, who's that? This we leave no enemy behind. Not us. I kill it. Oh, what the hell was that? Disease. What does that mean? Don't like the sound of that. It's clearly not something that can be cured with Asuna because Ash has Asuna set to her gambits. So if she could remove it with Asuna, she would be. Curious? No. Come on. Come on. It's got to be something, surely. It better not be, because I vaguely remember... Was it Final Fantasy VI where I think it was called Disease? No! I've got nothing that cures disease. I'm just... I'm going to hope that I find a crystal soon. And I assume, you know, finding the crystals, like full heal, kind of clears all status effects and everything, I assume. Yeah, like, I vaguely remember, I think it was Final Fantasy VI, where you could get a status effect that meant that, and I really hope this isn't the case here. Although it doesn't seem to be, because I've just got a level up. But there was a status effect in Final Fantasy VI, I think it was called Disease, and it meant that you didn't get any, or maybe it was Final Fantasy IX, whatever. It meant that you didn't get any experience points while you had that kind of affliction on, which is not nice. No experience points at all is just so harsh. So I'm hoping that is not what we've got on us. If not, I'm sure we can cope without you know, we can cope with missing experience points for kind of 5 or 10 minutes. Hopefully. I mean, they're pretty generous with how... Oh, don't walk into the traps. They're pretty generous with how often you get crystals and stuff, so... I'm sure... Oh, speak of the devil! There we go. Thank you! Yeah, so... I'm sure that... I think that... I'll check in a sec, but I'm sure the disease will be gone now. You're one of those fun ghost hunters, aren't you? Good, I've work for you. In a hurry, you see? I have to find my son, wherever he is. Oh! A terrible menace plagues the SOCHEN Cave Palace, calling hail hunters of all ages and races to deal with the scourge upon us. Warning, this is not an official bill and it will not be listed in the clan primer. Ah, okay. I'll ask about it. So I need to remember this then. / I may need to go back and like watch my own video when I forget. Head east to a place known as the Highlands. From there, go north into the Fields of Eternity where you'll find the entrance to SOCHEN. The menace you must defeat is within. Many other hunters that have attempted to slay it. All have come back out defeated. The exact nature of the beast is unknown, nor have any of the hunters that ran said as much as a word. To put an end to this scourge, I thought to post a bill for its hunting. Those clansmen refused my expertly written wanted bill, saying it was crude and ingenuous in its execution. They wanted me to rewrite it. Wounded, I withdrew my posting. I therefore hired 2 hunters on the Fon Coast and sent them into the caves. The craven curs. As my son and I waited by the entrance, these 2 so-called hunters came running out and past us, completely ignoring me, their employer. Enraged, I gave chase, managing to catch one of the 2, lying upon the ground, utterly useless. Worse, I was separated from my son. So went all until now. Understood? Very well. Now I will call my servants from Arcades to search for my son while you enter the caves. Use this key to access the chamber where this minutes may be found. Off with you. I have a bad feeling this is going to be like the Soul Ward key. The hunt begins. It's not going to put me off doing it, but I have a bad feeling that that's going to be like some super hard, like, because I know there are some crazy hard hunts. I have a bad feeling that's going to be one of them. But we'll check it out. We'll see how bad can it be. If it's that bad, they'll probably give you a crystal nearby, and then I'll just kind of die, reload, and then leave. Although I don't know if I want to go straight to SOCHEN yet. I don't know how far away it is. Right, hang on a minute, guys. Sorry, it's like 9 AM in the UK, in the middle of winter, and the sun has decided to just start beaming down on me and screwing up my green screen. Give me a sec. Right, let's go. Where were we? So are we still heading northeast? What? Okay. Let's head east. I think he said it was head east and then head north. I think is what he said. If we want to head towards that. Oh, there's two easts. Okay, whatever. We'll take this east soon as we're here. I think he said head east and then head north to get to like SOCHEN. That's a nasty little trick, isn't it? Putting a trap like the split, like one step in front of you stepping off the screen. It's rude. Okay, let's have a look-see. Okay, let's just head the only way we can go, I guess. They love a good wide open space in this, don't they? They love like massive treks. I mean, I don't see it as that big a deal. Like it'd be a much bigger deal if they, you know, if there was the whole thing of like every time you got into a fight, you have to do the loading screen and blah blah blah. You know, it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like such a slog when the fights just flow and every fight only lasts like 5 seconds. They do, and you've got double speed as well, or 4 times speed if you want to go that extreme. Yeah, so it doesn't feel like a major problem, but I can see how some people who played the original on the PS2 when there was no like boost the extra speed and stuff like that, I can see how that would have been more painful than this. Right, look, well, there's only one exit from this kind of screen, so that's the one we're gonna take. Chicha Uplands, the Uzaf Hills. It is pretty intimidating though. It's like sometimes you kind of... Actually, we've had quite a few level ups today, haven't we? Maybe I should... I do like this particular, like, crew. I think, like, if I was going into, like, the final boss, say, or whatever, and I was only allowed to take 3 people in, I think Fran, Ash, and Vaughn would probably be my 3. I don't know, they just cover all bases, into, like, all different kinds of attack. But yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, that was my defense against the sun falling down at me. And there we go. Let's proceed. No, really, I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it! It came back to me and then I forgot because of the stupid board falling at me. Right, where are we going? We can go... No, I think this is a dead end. Or is it just that it's not... Okay, yeah, we just had to get closer. Oh, hang on, this is going to lead us... I'll check, but it's going to lead us back to... I think, back to kind of where we came from, just via a different path. But yeah, it is kind of overwhelming. I mean, it's one of the things that overwhelms me a bit with open world games. Like, big, huge, like, you know... Breath of the Wild and stuff. It's like when there's so many different places that you can go, and you kind of, you know, you take one path and and then 3 more paths open up, and you're like, oh, well, okay, well, I'll go this way first, and I'll come back to the other 2 paths later. And then as you go off on that one path, there's another 3 paths, and you're like, oh, okay, well, I'll go this one, and I've got to go back to those. I'll go back to the other 2 later, and the other 2 that I missed, that I didn't do the first time, and it's like, I don't know, that's why I end up missing stuff, because I just kind of, so many routes you can take, and you can only, you know, I'm only one man, I can only go one way at a time. Right. Is this taking us? No, it's not. Okay, it's not taking us. I thought it was going to connect back to the island, or the little area that we came from. Oh, this looks temple-y or something. Well, there's enemies around, so it can't be like a... Can't be a place to kind of chill with NPCs and whatever. There are filthy little Marlboroughs hanging around. Oh, Marlborough Overking. I don't know what that is. But yeah, we need to... I want to spread the love. I can't have everyone. I can't have these crew just... Look at that. They're both on level 35. Everyone else is miles behind now. I'll go on. Let's bring Penello and Balthior. Especially because it's good timing to get them leveled up a little bit. Because I think, as I said earlier, I think those are probably the 2 I'm going to take in to face the Bomb King. Although, actually, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. We might not need to go with the whole half-fire strat. Because really what I need to do is just do maximum damage. So it's probably makes sense to go with, like, Fran. She's magic. She could do the fire dude's weakness. And she's a higher level, so she's probably more powerful than the others. But yeah, either way, it's a good time to get Balthier and Penello catching up a bit with the experience. Advanced targets too far away. We'll start targeting someone else then, buddy. Use your common sense. Ba-da-bum. So tell you what, it's a nice little source. These fields are a nice, the you know, where we've been crossing today are a nice little source of experience points, aren't they? Okay, things aren't going so well, are they? Like, I mean, we're still, you know, we're not going to die or anything, but it's not the same smooth, crushing that we were doing when it was Ash, Fran, and me. Oh, Ash, Fran, and Vaughn. That's an interesting topic, actually, which I'll come to in a sec. But yeah, we're not crushing enemies as easily as we were. Yeah, interesting topic that Claudio brought up recently. That when I talk about Vaughn, I don't know if you do this in games. When I talk about Vaughn, I always say me or I. Like, I'm always like, oh, you know, oh, he's just killed me, or, you know, talking about Vaughn. And I've always done that with games from when I was a kid. I did it with, you know, when I'm playing Zelda, I call Link me, and, you know, I do it with pretty much every character that I play as. I was just wondering if I'm a crazy person, or if everyone does that. So, what, you know, is that what you do? Or am I just a maniac? I think it probably does depend on, probably depends on who the character is, maybe. Like, I don't think, because I was trying to think about it, and I was trying to think, if it's a female character, do I say me? And I don't think if the main character's female, would I say me? I'm trying to think of what games I've played. Like, I played a little bit of Final Fantasy 13, and I don't think I called Lightning me. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I do. Although, actually, no, that reminds me, because Emma was saying, or MZ was saying that she thinks that when I play Detroit Become Human, I always call Marcus me, and I always call Connor me, but I don't call Cara me. So maybe I don't, maybe if it's a woman I don't call it me. I don't know. What do you do? But yeah, and it was another thing is that kind of came up from that conversation was about how maybe the reason that maybe that might be, if I see the character as myself and I have that kind of connection and see if I see the main character as me, that might explain why I always struggle to play the bad guy in games. Hey, save point. Yeah, it might explain why I struggle to play as the bad guy in games, because if it's me, then it's like when I make if you've got like a dialogue choice and I choose like the horrible option or whatever, then I see that as me saying that, and I wouldn't say that, so it's maybe that's why I always try and play as like the nice guy. I don't know. Right, I'm gonna save it. Right, let's go. Let's see what this little boy is doing over the lizard dude. My father hired 2 hunters, and thinking to observe, I accompanied them to the entrance of the caves, but they came running out forthwith. Looks like I found the dude's kid. So I became separated from my father, though I'm sure if I wait here, one of our servants will eventually come looking for me. Well, actually, going to SOCHEN Cave Palace, then go to the highlands to the east, then to the Fields of Eternity north of there to find the entrance. You may encounter my father on the way. No need to tell him where I am. I'm sure if I wait here, one of our servants will find me. Well, I know where he is. I just spoke to him. Okay, he's not let me tell him that I've spoke to his dad. Fine. Right. It looks like we are heading. I feel like I've maybe gone the wrong way again. I feel like that is that is a strong possibility, because we are slowly being pushed towards this cave. The cave where I am the cave which I am convinced is A, optional, and B, going to be very hard. I don't know anything about it, but it just like the whole way he introduced the hunt, and the fact that it's not like a it's not just on the regular kind of hunter's board. It's like a special one that instantly makes me think that it's going to be some like extra secret brutal hunt, and I'm probably going to go in and get absolutely annihilated. But it definitely seems like that's the way the game, it's not the way the game is guiding me. It's just the decisions I've taken, and I've got a pretty good track record in this game, especially, and in all games. I've got a pretty good track record of, whenever the game opens up and gives you an option of where to go, I have a really bad habit of always happening to choose to go the wrong, in inverted commas, the wrong way. Like, I always take like the bad route and go like the really hard way. I did it in like every Dark Souls playthrough. If there's ever like a place where you don't want to go first, I went there first, like every time. And I've already done it a couple of times in this, where I've kind of just, like on the snowy mountain, I went that wasn't about going to necessarily hard places, but I went to every single place except the place I was supposed to go, until there was just one place left, and then it had to be, that was the only place I could go. I think we've just come to a dead end now. I think this is a little, okay, I guess we go south. On the bright side, as always, when I'm doing this, all I'm doing is racking up the experience points. So, how bad can it be? I'm just chilling out, going through the fields, racking up lots of license points, which I don't feel like I need, to be honest. Because I feel like, I've said this before, I feel like I've pretty much got everything I want, apart from the ability to use certain types of armor and weapons that I haven't actually bought yet. So, okay, so, oh, no, that's not the way we wanted to go. We wanted to go south, didn't we? Ah, okay, so I guess we could have gone, okay, yeah. Like, so from the little, like, area that's the top left of the map right now, we could have gone east straight away, and then we'd have met the kid before we met the dad. So I guess that's why it's kind of like, it's open-ended as to how the dialogue goes. Like, if you'd have met the kid, they have to make it make sense, no matter which person you meet first. So I happened to meet the dad first, but I guess you could have met the kid first. Bum, bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. It does mean, though, I should really go and tell the dad that I know where the kid is. Why are we just missing repeatedly? Bang out of order. I know he's flying, but I've got a crossbow. I've got a crossbow, but Balthior's got a gun. What more do you want? What the hell? I feel... Where's this? Where is this cave that you speak of, child? Okay, so there's nowhere else to go in this little segment. I mean, I could go east and then like a couple of places east, and then it goes kind of like back on itself. I could go there. Right, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna zoom there because it's a bit of a trek away. Right, here we go. I found a new path along the way that I was going. So this is north. This is like new land. So let's go this way. I still feel like there's no way I'm not going to Arcades anymore, I don't think. So much for me starting the episode saying, we're going to do some main story stuff today. But, you know, I just take it. I go where the game takes me. / where I take myself. Like, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. How bad can it be? It can't be another... I mean... Can't be another Amalek shed or whatever. Oh, that reminds me. That summon that I got, or the Esper summon / that I got last time, I have not used yet. I'm pretty sure I did give it to Fran. If I didn't, I was certainly planning to. So I'm definitely, I want to try and use that today, because I just like to kind of check out what the summons look like, but I don't really want to waste it on like... I don't really want to waste it on like an enemy that the summon's probably going to come out and just one-shot them. So hopefully I can come across... What the hell? Hopefully I can come across some kind of enemy who's going to put up a reasonable fight that kind of, you know, that warrants me using an Esper on him. Da-da-da. Do you know, I think we're probably at a stage now where we could kind of get away with 4x, I think. We've seen the area. The landscape is green and fieldy. I want to progress. I want to go somewhere. Which, I mean, it's no problem for me because I don't have any problem with it because it's got you know, it's got the 2x and the 4x thing and stuff, but I can totally see how some of these... I remember Claudio saying to me that apparently a lot of people give up when you're going through that, you know, the water sea or whatever, or the sand sea. The water sea? Yeah, that's a thing. You know, the water sea? Yeah, apparently a lot of people give up around that sand sea bit because it takes so long to get through there, to get to the Tomb of Wraithwall. Now, I never found it to be an issue, but I had the luxury of the speed up function. I can definitely see how some of these areas would get to be a bit of a slog in like the original PS2. Here we go. We're going into a cave. You will now have the option of saving your game. Oh god. Why? What did I say, by the way, about,
Hey,
I said...
you sure this rabbit hole's really the way into Arcades?
Oh,
better a
I'm going the right
hare
way.
unseen than a rat in a trap. And again, if you'd prefer to go knocking on the front gates of the city, be my guest.
But what about once we're inside? Won't the city watch find us?
We'll do what we can to blend into the crowd. Our names may be notorious, but our faces are not far known.
True. You're a princess and we didn't even recognize you.
I noticed.
True. Rude. God. It sounds like we're going the right way. I mean, we are in SOCHEN Cave Palace, so we are the way we should be. Well, okay, I'll probably take the 4x off now. Now that we're in, like, new territory. Yeah, like, we've gone the right way. But we're also... well, I thought I thought the guy was sending us to this cave, and that was like a separate direction to where we were going story-wise, but it seems like we're killing two birds with one stone, and we should be coming here anyway, which is nice. Slightly worrying, isn't it, that although it's looking okay for now, but as soon as I stepped inside here, and then it was instantly like, you're gonna get the opportunity to save, I thought, right? I thought that has got to mean that we're about to walk into a boss who's gonna kill us. And, you know, they're being very kind, knowing that, like, 60 seconds from now I'm gonna have to reload. And it'd be really harsh if they made me, like, reload 10 minutes ago. It's very quiet in here, isn't it? It's kind of... It's quite... I mean, it's, you know, it's effective because it's noticeable how quiet it is. And that's obviously the point of it. But you're so used to kind of these big, you know... I don't know what the word is, but, you know, like big classical orchestral soundtrack all the time. And then you come in here and it's just silence. Gate of the Soul Ward. Oh, of course! We are fighting a boss, aren't we? Because we're fighting this... Right, I'm not... Sorry. You're getting dropped. If I'm fighting a boss, and I'm presuming it's going to be a hard one, it's that hunt, isn't it? Use the Soul Ward key. Yours the Soul Ward key. Here we go. Yeah, it's this hunt that the guy sent me on that I'm convinced is going to be like a really hard boss. So I want my best team out. The SOCHEN Cave Palace. This looks like a boss room arena if ever I saw one. What the hell are you? What on earth is going on? Okay, we'll turn the speed off. Okay, well, they're not hard. Although they're running away from me. Dun, dun. This can't be the boss. These are just little, like, we've seen people like this just dotted around the world. Wait, you got 5 license points for killing that guy. Have these got special names? Top store. I mean, their HP is hidden, which means usually means they're a boss. Because Libra would show their HP. Libra would show their HP if they were just a regular enemy, I think. And I've got Libra on, I believe. I think. Damn it! Wake up, Ash! Or wake us up. Oh god. Okay, no, it's alright. It's fine. We're back in the game. I think I've got Libra on, haven't I? I might actually still have... No, I have, yeah. Okay. Vaughn's got it on. I wasn't sure because I took it off. Do you remember when we were fighting that rage-inducing boss last time? And I took it off because I wanted him to wear the thing that made him immune to electricity attacks. Don't tell me that was the big bad hunt. And this was the kind of... He sent people in. He sent gangs in to kill these, and none of them could do it. Sent in amateurs, if that's the case. I don't even think I needed to bring my A-team out for that one. Hey! Part of me thought I was like, you know, laughing at her, roasting them, and then they were just gonna like spawn back to life and be like a super hard boss. Mandragoras vanquished. I'm gonna have to go see that dude and tell him his son is roaming around the fields. Sweet. Okay, I think I'm gonna kick you girls out again. We'll go Bash. Why can't Ash leave? Oh, I think Ash is in the middle of... Ash must be in the middle of healing us or something. I'll let her do her thing. You done? She's done. No, she's not done. What are you doing? Okay, there we go. Give Bash a go. Bash hasn't had to go for ages, and Bash has got a new weapon now, I believe. A halberd. Yeah, I give him a halberd instead of... I don't suppose anyone's got an upgrade. Oh yeah, I switched Fran over to... I don't think I even mentioned this. I switched her over. So Optimize is now saying, oh, you should use the giant stone bow. I give her this staff instead, which gives her a pretty decent boost to magic. And at first, I was kind of... I remember I discussed this quite early, saying like, oh, what's the point in giving them a bow? Or a staff, because it's not that big of a difference to the magic stat. And Bash triggered a mana font trap. I don't know what that did. It wasn't an explosion. Anyway, yeah, so I was kind of like, oh, what's the point in giving her a staff when it doesn't make that much of a difference to the magic stat, and it's, a bow is like way better attack. But then I realized that Fran just does not attack ever, and I don't want her to attack ever. Like, she's got too many good spells and too many magic points to ever waste a turn attacking, I think. So I thought, well, if she's just going to be like 100% magic, which she is now pretty much, then I might as well boost her magic stats as much as possible. And then I kind of came across... Hello! And then I came across... oh, what was that? Oh, it's one of those things that's not a real save point. Well, it is a real save point, but you have to beat it up first. So it's so weird. It's like a mimic save point. Yeah, I thought, why not just max out her magic if that's pretty much all she's doing. Hello. Thank you. Right, where are we going? This way. Desiccated corpse. An adventurer bound for the capital. It would seem he didn't make it. It's a good observation. Either that or he's just having a quick lie down. Constantly check. I don't know if it drives you mad. I'm like constantly checking the map because I don't want to like miss any exits or entrances or anything. Yeah, I've got a thing, a perfect gambit set up now for Fran. Something which I probably could have used in that fight against the Esper last time. I've got it set up now, so obviously Fran's not in the team right now, so it's meaningless. But when Fran is in the team, she's set up to cast Cure on anyone who's undead, which is pretty sweet. Should have been using it on the undead corpses, although to be honest, I'm not sure it would have made that much of a difference. Like, the corpses were easy to kill, but they just instantly respawned anyway, so it was kind of a waste of time. It was a waste of time putting much effort into them anyway, or at least that's how I saw it. I mean, now that I'm done, now that I've defeated that boss, like, because I've been not wanting to get tips and advice off people, because I think a lot of the fun in these blind playthroughs is kind of, one, it's in seeing me struggle, and two, it's in seeing me kind of come up with strats, and, like, because I'm not, I'm semi-decent at these games. You despite what you might think, I'm alright at them. I've never had to like give up on an RPG because I couldn't do it or whatever. Even if I do it in unconventional ways, I always get there. So like, yeah, I'll get there in the end, and sometimes I get there. That's the fun. Sometimes I'll get there in a really weird way, and I'll do something. I'll come up with some strat that no one ever usually does or whatever. And I won't do that if everyone just tells me like the perfect optimal way to do everything. Hello. You look like a big fella. They go down easy though. What they do with this crew. Yeah, so I don't generally ask for any help, and if anything, quite the opposite. I ask people not to help because then I can kind of figure it out myself, and you can laugh at me failing and all that good stuff. But now that I've beaten that boss, and it's kind of like, you know, there's... Okay, so I can't get past that, like, waterfall of... I don't know, what is it? Oh, I was going to say a waterfall of what? A waterfall of water, I think it is. Yeah, now that I've beaten the boss, and it doesn't matter now, you could say, oh, well, if you just cast, you know, blind on him, it one-shots him or whatever. Like, you can tell me that now because it doesn't matter because I've already done it. So I don't mind when people say stuff after the event, because then you can't kind of, you can't influence, as long as what you're saying isn't going to influence the way I play, and it's not going to influence it when I've already done the boss. So I would be interested to know, did I kind of, like, did I do terrible at that boss? Was I just maybe a little bit too low level? Was there some strat that I kind of should have used but didn't, or like, or is that a pretty kind of, was my experience a pretty average experience? Because I mean, he seems pretty hard. I mean, should I have been killing his minions? I mean, I really feel like, well, I guess I could have done, like, you know, AoE attacks, which would hurt the boss and the minions at the same time. But even then, it's like, is there even any benefit to killing the minions at all anyway, even with area of effect attacks? Because they would literally just respawn like 5 seconds later. This is an interesting little cave of mazes, isn't it? Hello. But yeah, so I would be interested to know if there's some like clever strat to kill that Esper, or is it just, you know, get stronger. And there's usually something, there's usually a trick to kind of every, especially in Final Fantasy games, there's usually some kind of, you know, trick that will help. Okay, we've gone full circle now. I will quickly just kind of go back and complete the circle, just for the OCD-ness of, like, you know, making sure that the map is fully filled in. Okay, it is fully filled in now. Oh no, well, okay, oh, go on, we'll go back. Just to kind of make the connection between, yep, there we go, we've kind of joined this room back up now. So yeah, I'll kill these guys and then we'll head back up to like the north point of the map where we haven't been to yet, which I assume is kind of the next area / possibly a boss, maybe? I still think that wasn't, I still kind of feel like that probably wasn't the big hunt that the guy was telling me about, because if it was, I mean, man, the people he must have sent in to kind of kill it and failed must be garbage, because that was like the easiest hunt ever. Right, here we go. We're back at the most northern point of the map. Let's see what lies afoot. More of these dudes with big, like, giant axes. Bum, 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 bum. I love that level up sound. I love to celebrating a level up. Right, here we go. It looks like we've been funneled into one. We've been funneled into one path now. It was very mazy, and now it's like you're going this way, which makes me think it's a boss. If it is a boss, that would be the perfect time. It does look very bossy. You look familiar. Who are you? I don't know, but before anyone gets a chance to have their turn, I'm getting my proper team out. Not just because I love this team and yada yada yada, but because I want Fran to take her new Ariman. I want Fran to take her new summon for a spin, and I can't do that unless Fran's out. So Fran, and then Mist, summon Adremalek. Okay, he's only got 3,500 heat. Oh no, hang on. I was going to say, it's only got 3,500 HP. We'll do that in like 3 hits. And then I realised it was... that was like Fran. Dun-dun-dun. Okay, and then we control you. Oh my god, I can't even see it because that's a stupid camera angle. Okay, there we go. Let's zoom out a bit more. That's bad. Bad camera angling, isn't it? Like, lovely when you want to look at an Esper and you can just see its feet. No, they've cast doom on Fran. How could you do this? I need to be aware of when she's going to die. And then, I guess when she gets close to dying, then I'll whip out the big spell, you know? The one that's the big daddy. So yeah, I'm just going to whack on the 2x speed for a bit. Keep an eye on the countdown on Fran. Make sure she's... Okay, she's done to 6 now. Look at this. I'm going to... I'm 5. I'm going to annihilate this boss with one simple Esper. 4. I think 3. When she gets down to 3 is probably when I'll cast it. She's down to 3. Okay. Now we will do... Oh, it's a technic, isn't it? Okay, so we've got Flash Arc, which deals lightning damage to one foe, or Judgment Bolt deals lightning damage to all foes. I mean, all foes makes... What? What? Oh no, is it... Why could I not do anything? Have I been dismissed? Why can I not do my thing? Oh, okay, now I can. That's weird. And why is there 2? What? Well, definitely doing Judgment Bolt then. There's 2 of them. Is there? Maybe he's just got like 2 body parts or something. Are you gonna do the Judgment Bolt or what, buddy? I'm not even sure what happened there. Where was my Judgment Bolt? Outrageous. Okay. Well, I need a new team leader, which is gonna be back to Vaughn. Oh, I was gonna get rid of Fran, but Ash thought, nope, bring her back. I mean, to be honest, judging by how easy the Esper dealt with it, I think this is gonna be a very easy. Oh, it is 2 of them. Oh my god, I know why I recognize them. It's because it's just a big version of the guys that were in the sewers. Do you know those ghost things? I've fought these before. It's just a bigger version of them. No wonder I recognize them with their floating little tentacles. Bum 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 bum. I enjoyed the new Esper. The new Esper made very short work of that boss. Are we not gonna get it? Oh, okay, I was gonna say, where's my fanfare? Bum, 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 bum. What's he doing? Oh, is that his bangle? Yeah, bangle. Where's your crossbow, man? Screw the bangle. Bum, 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 bum. Ash looked mean with her big katana. Look at the size of it. She's gone all cloud. It's like her sword's the same size as her, if not a little thin. Do, 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 do. Are we gonna get a chance to save it? Are we gonna get a cutscene? Are we gonna what's? We've had two bosses there. Or well, I'm not counting the tomato heads and all that crew as a boss. They were a bit of a joke. Watch out for the traps, peeps. Yeah. So I'm guessing this is going to take us out to... What's it called again? Arcades. That's the one. This is going to this is kind of like the end of the cave, and it's going to take us out to Arcades, which would be a pretty perfect time to end the episode. Yeah. Although I'm not sure that is the case. It seems like they... Oh, hello. A few little chests to rob. Never say no to a freebie. Damn it. Okay. Kill the guys and then collect the freebies. Come on. that is if there's one mildly annoying thing about the game, and you know, I'm really kind of, you know, I'm stretching here. I'm looking for flaws where there aren't many, but the whole that thing of like, you have to be in the exact right position to open a chest, and if you're not, then obviously because the button to open the chest is the same as the button to open your menu. This is weird. Weird little dead end. Yeah, because the button to open your chest is open a chest is the same as the one to open the menu, and you have to be in like the exact right spot to open a chest. There's a lot of like, oh, I accidentally opened the menu, close it. Oh, I accidentally opened the menu. But I mean, yeah, that's like, you know, I'm like proper nitpicking there. Where the hell? You know, you know a game is very good when if that's the best you can come up with as an insult, then you're doing pretty good, aren't you? Oh, look at this. Is this going to be a map? A layer of dust covers the device. It seems to operate the nearby lift. Activate the lift. Here we go. Going up. This music's lovely. But yeah, if that's the best you can come up with for a complaint, then, you know, it's a good sign. Let's go. Oh, no, let's not go. I just saw a crystal. Right, I am going to save it here, and I'm going to leave it there for today. We've done a lot. We've killed 2 bosses, sort of. I'm not sure I can even count. Ooh, actually, do you know what I'm going to do? Because the Bomb King is right by an orange crystal. So at the very start of the next episode, I'm going to teleport to the Bomb King, kill him, and then teleport back here. Or at least that's the plan. So leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Sorry, stupid camera!